Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting always. It is Wednesday today. It's a Wednesday. It happens to be the 17th of May of 2023. So it's not a yes please today. So we won't be taking personal handwritten love messages. Maybe next week. We shall see, but we will take some general messages and see what's going on, as we are just a couple of days away from a new moon in Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. So very important. Today I thought we would use the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Why? Because Jupiter has now entered Taurus and is squaring over to Pluto. Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio. So there's either great frustration or there's an uncovering of what's been hidden. Pluto is this, it's the soul, it's the psyche, and where relationships are concerned, because they've gone through many hardships and many challenges. All relationships, dear friends, not only romantic ones. Pluto is anything that is hidden. It's the subconscious. It's what we are unconscious about, because it's deeply seated. It's deeply hidden because of fear, because of control, a fear of control, whatever it is. If we just look at Jupiter from Taurus in a Venus-ruled sign, Jupiter will either blow something up, make it more, make it bigger, whether it's the optimism or the secrecy, because he is connecting to Pluto in Aquarius, right? So very strong testing times. Mercury has now moved direct in Taurus as well. This new moon is in Taurus. Plus it's happening on Algol Medusa. She's got a head of snakes. So a lot of tantric sexual themes, especially with Pluto and the South Node in Scorpio. We're still in the lunar eclipse energies, the full moon that happened in Scorpio. So that's why I thought we would use this deck, to put it lightly. Okay, just to give you an idea, energetically speaking, because Juno was the wife of Zeus in mythology. She's actually transiting through Gemini. Now she speaks to commitments and marriage, right? So she had the dirty done on her. Zeus was not loyal. She was very loyal. She was dealing with a lot of infidelity with her husband, but she kept her place. Now, Juno being in Gemini means that there's decisions to be made, either choices, but it's like a three-quarter moon, because Juno's she's going to retrograde in Virgo. So she's actually in square to where the position of Virgo at the end of the year, where she's going to retrograde. Virgo is all about, Virgo is very motherly. It's the Virgin. It's like newness, but it's also separating the wheat from the chaff, whatever it's called. I keep forgetting. So it's like love is going to go through a purification process. Now Juno, Hera, she was very loyal, as I said, but she can also speak to negative themes where there's a lack of loyalty. So there could be power struggles going on, because a three-quarter square is like, okay, we've had some information, we've seen something. Like after a full moon, the next quarter cycle would be the three-quarter square, which means it could be a bit of a quiet time now. It's more, I would say, internal, but slowly, it's like we're sort of looking to see what it is we need to do so that we could either end a situation, a love situation, close up a major cycle, right? It's like we've seen or we've had the aha moment logically on a full moon, which means, you know, sun moon in opposition. That means clarity, but I'm not talking about sun moon right now. I'm talking about the cycle of Juno, the asteroid of commitment and marriage. So squares are never easy. So it's like we're going through a tipping point right now. Let's see what the advice is. Remember, this is a twin flame, soulmate, very important relationship, soulmate, union, whatever you want to call it. Now, for some of you, this could be if you have not met your other half and they're in your energy, they could be finishing something up. And logically, from Christmas, roughly, because it's going to be a new cycle, around Christmas and beginning of 2024, where Juno is concerned, so the asteroid of commitment and marriage. Or you've been in a long-term relationship that hasn't been working out. It's been going through many challenges. It's like we're I'm going to call it the final countdown, and it's not just counting up to from 10 to 0 or from 0 to 10. It's a few months ahead. And timing, remember, is, you know, it's man-made. So don't worry about the timing. What's meant to happen is meant to happen. So, dear Spirit and Archangels, especially Archangel Lophiel, I think, and Archangel Michael, which I would like to call on today. I do have my beautiful Archangel Michael right here. He is my advisor. He is my guiding angel, asking on advice on what's going on with this particular relationship. Remember, it's a general reading, and it's obviously it may not resonate for you, but who is it that you've got on your mind? This is who we're reading for, the person you are thinking about now for you personally. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is where this relationship is concerned. And remember the handwritten love cards, whatever comes through today, if you've had a personal message, the same personal message, then there's something important for you here. So what is the Karma Dharma where this union is concerned, please, Spirit? Thank you. We've got the Emperor, everyone. Someone who shows up many times in my readings. We know that the Emperor is someone who holds a position of power. He could be someone that's controlling, someone that's got a lot of responsibilities. He could be a business owner, an entrepreneur, a CEO. He could be a father. He could be a grandfather, actually. But what I get, the energy is from this this deck here, this illustration of the Emperor, is that there's cold hot energies here. Why? Because he's dressed up as Father Christmas, and Jupiter is Father Christmas, Jupiter has stepped into Taurus now. So obviously the Emperor is looking at whether there's you know, this relationship is viable, if there's value, if it could become something real, if it was something that was more just imagined or hoped for, you know what I mean? So he's Father Christmas, which we've got a lot of fire and air here for me. This would be a Leo Aquarius for me, mainly. But let's not just say it's Leo Aquarius. Could be any fire sign with air, fire and air energies, right? Now the red means passion, it means love, it means depth, it means sexuality. But he's cold persona, he's sitting on ice. Oh my God, like he's put his passion on ice, which means what's going to overtake here? What is the strongest energy? What is the strongest energy? Whether it's what's going on personally in their natal birth chart, Right now, the energies, energetically speaking, we've got more earth and water, less fire and even less air. There's more earth, practically half-half, earth and water, which is more excessive. So, which means that maybe this emperor has been waiting. His passion, his desire is starting to melt the ice. You know what I mean? It's like he's trying to cool himself down. But I feel a sense of internal conflict, anger, frustration. Remember, Mars is in Cancer, and Mars has been building up. The pressure has been building up. We are sitting on a volcanic eruption, my dear friends. And on that note, I mean, with the astrology right now, tremors and earthquakes and volcanic eruptions can happen, physical weather, difficult weather conditions and all those things, but whatever goes on the outside around us and in our environment, in our environment, does affect us personally and internally. So I feel the ice is melting here. Now, there could be an explosion, which means an explosion of desires, an explosion of, blurting out communication. We'll be looking at that. But also, on the other hand, he's dressed up as Father Christmas. So maybe even trying to hide his desires, his true emotions, coming through as giving something, offering you something that could bring a lot of happiness, something maybe you don't expect. It could be a physical gift, it could be a gift of, a nice message, sweet words, or even a passionate message, right? Oh, okay. We've got the Fool card, we've got the Lovers, and we've got the Wheel. 3 major arcana cards. 3 major arcana cards. Unbelievable. 3 major arcana cards, which is saying that the wheel is turning, Jupiterian energies, some sort of a truth or communication or endings pertaining to, could be a love affair, because with the Lovers, we do see 2 individuals here, 3 individuals, I should say. And we've also got three feminine figures here as well. Someone who's very popular, someone who's got many options, but someone also who is because with the Fool, it's like cardinal fire, Aries energy, and we know that the Emperor is Aries many times. But we've also got Gemini, which is also a decision. Remember, Juno, as I said, the asteroid of commitment and marriage, is in Gemini. So very important decisions now. You know, the Fool card for me, Aries, is I don't think I just take that leap of faith, and I know I'm going into the unknown, but this is what I desire. There is a snake at his foot here. So possibly also leaving a snake, leaving something very unhealthy. Okay, I'm going to put these back in, because I want to take your energy here and their energy here. Where you are, how you feel, what's showing up for you, what is it truly that you feel for them, what is the action that you will take, same for them. So, dear Spirit, thank you for your guidance, Archangel Lophiel, Archangel Michael, this connection, this relationship, this love affair, this deep-seated love connection, which may have not shown up yet, but it's like you're both sort of closing up cycles in your life, and you will come together at some point. as I said, we've got like a 3/4 square now. It's like closing up, you know, waning moon. It's losing its light. Something is coming to a completion point. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for your help and your guidance. Okay, let's look at you first of all. How are you feeling? How are you feeling right now about this relationship? Queen of Wands, you want this. You want this. And the Strength card. It's like you're holding back on your emotions and your desires, but you're also wanting, but you also trust that you can manage this, that you can make this work, that you can, in some cases, for some of you, I mean, Leo comes up very strongly, fire, right? That you can tame your wild beast within, or that this beast is your person. Like, you can tame this person, you can control, not in a negative way, that you are good enough to create the situation. You've got it. So this is how you are feeling right now about the situation and about them. You desire them greatly. Let's see how they are towards you. We've got the Seven of Wands. And we've got the Death card. So you may be dealing with a Scorpio, or we've got lots of fire here. Now the Death card we know is an ending. This could say a few things. First of all, that they're willing to fight for you, because there were many, it was like fighting against the odds where this relationship is concerned. Maybe they've been dealing with another relationship, possibly. They're going to be called to action. I mean, they're going through conflict, right? Seven of Wands is like, maybe they've got other things that they're dealing now with. They could be coming out of a past relationship. Doesn't have to be only a relationship, right? Could be that your relationship was something that was out of the norm for them, and they feel like they need to stick up for, you know, stick up for it. If it's something that is out of the norm for them, and maybe it's not what their people, their tribe, their family want for them, maybe they've been holding on, you know, and sort of supporting, or supporting that, you know, they insist on this relationship and they will let go of anyone who does not support it. Or on the other hand, if they've been blocking this relationship, this is the end of that, okay? For me, because the Death card is here, we just had a lunar eclipse in Scorpio, right? Which means they've been dealing, they've been purging, they've been letting go of anything that's been taking up space in their life, probably also making some space for you. I'm wondering if that message, personal message, will come through. I've got a message that says, I've made space for you in my life. So it'll be interesting to see. Okay, so this is how they feel about the situation. This is how you and how they feel about the situation. And remember also that the Death card speaks to Pluto and Scorpio. They may also not be very open with their true emotions. But remember what I was talking about here. It's like a volcanic eruption where all your Christmases are going to come at once. Because they may just blurt out the truth, because Jupiter is the truth, right? Jupiter and Taurus on the North Node. Fate, the hand of fate is at play here. So it can go either way. Okay, what do you think about them? I should say, how do you see them? We know how you feel about them, but what are you thinking about them now? So it's got to do with the mind. Here we've got more the emotions. Let's look at, what are they thinking? What are you thinking? What are they thinking? What are you thinking here? How do you perceive this? So you've got the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. She's tied him up to a bed. Oh my God, like, if that's not a form of control, then I don't know what is. I mean, she's tied him up to a bed, and He's her prisoner. That's quite sadistic. Anyway, it's the Ace of Swords. You want clarity, or maybe you're thinking that they're tied up somewhere else and not able to give you the clarity or the truth right now. But you're insisting on the truth. I mean, and you are also possibly thinking that if this person is tied up elsewhere, it's like you're ready to sort of sever ties and say, look, that's it. I mean, if you're in, go away and fix up your life, and when you're ready, let me know. That's what I get from this card. What else? We've got the Knave of Swords. So the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is here. So a lot of thought. Your mind is going around and around. Some of you are also spying on them. Now, of course, we know Page of Swords. This could also be a messenger. Some of you may be ready to send out a message. You're either seeking clarity. You could be checking out their social media. And you're probably also hoping for communication, truthful communication. That's what I'm getting there. So a lot of air energy here. Let's see what they're thinking about you. We've got the Five of Pentacles. So there may be quite, big differences between the two of you. The Five of Pentacles is two people like not being on the same page, maybe having different beliefs, or that this is a relationship that they truly want, because we see that the couple, there's a lot of romance here. There's a violin. What I get here is that they're crying, that they cry. They actually listen to love songs and they cry. They want this relationship, but maybe there's big differences between you and this person. Could be financial, could be you come from different areas of the world, you believe in different things. So they've got a 7 and a 5, so they're going through a lot of conflict here. And when they think of you, their romantic side comes out, but I feel that they cannot, it's like they cannot communicate their emotions because they're very hidden, very deep. Their emotions are very deep though. And we know that Scorpio is yes or no, I'm in or out, black or white. So they don't, it's like they hide their emotions. But truly I feel that a few tears they've shed for you, certainly here. What else? And we've got the Knight of Chalices, the Knight of Cups. Wow. Wow, that's beautiful. Absolutely. Again, it could be Scorpio energy. It could be any other water sign here. We do have some earth. Knight of Cups. They're wanting to offer you to bring in their cup, but they fear. They fear. Remember, the Knight of Cups is 2 steps forward and a step back. They are very romantic. And I feel like they're sort of at the last leg of, again, it's like the cup that's overflowing. Their love for you is plentiful there, but there are fears connected to this. Now, it could be fears that come from their past, from their childhood. We know that a lot of negative emotions come with a death card, right? Scorpio is fear of abandonment, or a fear of change. Remember, Scorpio is a fixed water sign. Fixed signs get very comfortable. Change is not easy for them. But we do have the Knight of Cups. It's like they're, and I get that they dream of you, and whether it's actually them dreaming or daydreaming, I see a lot of romance here. I truly, truly do. Looks like the Divine Masculine is feeling very romantic and very emotional at this time. And remember that Pluto is an Aquarius, which Aquarius is Uranus. So expect the unexpected. Expect what anything can happen. Remember that Uranus is also in Taurus, and that's where Jupiter is. any turns of events, because this new moon is not very far off from Uranus. Changes that you do not expect will happen, either one way or another. Okay, so, all right, what is the action that you will take? Four of Wands. Four of Wands is the marriage card. Some of you do desire this person very much so. You desire them like crazy. You want to marry them. Four of Wands is, it's like a party, right? It's, I want stability. And I get that you are waiting on some sort of an opportunity. Remember, Four of Wands is like 11-11. And I get that you're willing to do anything. You're open and willing to do anything. You want to celebrate this. You want the whole story, the whole fairy tale. Let's see with the Four of Wands. But we've got the Devil. Some of you are in another marriage, in another narcissistic relationship, possibly. This is not the case for all of you. Remember, the Devil is very sexual. Some of you do desire this person. You've been in this for quite some time. It's like, again, I get the in or out. I'm either in or I'm out. Very powerful energies. Some of you also have been waiting. Some of you have been waiting and have been patient. Maybe you feel as though you need to continue. You're close to the accomplishment, to this, accomplishing something long-term. Either that or others of you are blocked by another marriage. If that is the case, then you need to make space in your own life. If this is a love affair, because the Devil does speak to third parties and love affairs. It can also speak to being stuck in a rut, in a cycle. You're feeling as though this is very calming. You can't break away, right? And some of you may have been waiting also a very long time, because the Devil is Capricorn, and Capricorn is, it's a long time. It's very slow moving. It's Earth. And Saturn is the Lord of karma and timing. Maybe also you are being blocked by fears. A fear of manifesting or working towards something long term. Maybe you fear that you're not good enough. Maybe subconsciously you're feeling as though maybe you don't deserve this person, or they're too good for you. That's self-worth. They are self-worth issues. But I get for a lot of you, because we've got, let's say, the marriage card and Saturn. Saturn does speak to marriage. It speaks to long term, but through challenges and difficulties, or at a more mature age, if I could say that. Now, there may also be a big difference in age. Could be female is more, the feminine is older or more experienced, or the masculine, doesn't matter, but a big age difference we could have here. That also shows me that with the Five of Pentacles here. Also financial differences, social standing, you know, many differences in that area. Let's see what they're wanting to do. We've got Justice. Oh, that's interesting, because here we've got the Strength card, which is a number 11. So you've got 11 and 11 on your side. So you are very in tune with signs and synchronicities that are probably telling you that your reward will be something long-term with this person, even if you've been through so much. You've had to put up with a lot, or you had to be really patient, or you waited for years, whatever. Here we've got the Strength. Well, it's not the Strength card, it's the Justice card, but it's a number 8, which brings up the Strength card, right? Justice, which is Libra, fairness and justice in relationships, possible divorce, possible karma, dharma. I mean, justice is a beautiful energy. And let's continue. So justice is equality and balance and harmony, We see here that there's a 7 and a 5 on their side. So these are not even numbers, right? This person has been going through a lot of challenges and a lot of changes, possibly, especially with the Death card on their side. Okay, so they want justice, they want fairness, they want an equal giving and receiving. They want their other half, okay? So it does have to do with you. The fact that justice is here is that they probably think that you are their person, right? So let's see what else. We've got the King of Swords. Possibly you're dealing with an air sign, or, I mean, we've got Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra here. King of Swords. Remember what I said here, that there's a lot of cold energies. Maybe they do not communicate. They fear opening up their heart, but it's like they're boiling on the inside. This person desires you greatly, but there are third parties. We do see that in this card here. And I don't know if this person is connected. It's either a mother, meaning a third party, or, I mean, we see that she's at his beck and call here. This could be someone that is in a very powerful position, that has got people that work under them. I mean, he reminds me so much of the Emperor here. Even though the images are very different here, and I would say here that possibly in the sexual arena, I would say that he more than likely comes through and they show their sexual desire for you. But where emotions are concerned, this was not the case. They were not open. But we see here they do want to come forward with their cup of love, with an offer. And I feel that this person does sit in a position of power, is someone that has others, you know, coming, you know, they've got people at their beck and call. So there is a little bit of ego. They're carrying ego here, I see. But there's also third parties. And I'm wondering if they are attached to someone that's quite younger than them. But this is not who they truly desire. They're like sort of part of their furniture. They're together because of other means, because of other situations. So what I get also is that the difference between who they've had in their lives in their life in the past, or who they possibly could be going through a divorce situation, because again the King of Swords could speak to legalities. The difference between past partners, or their past partner, or the partner that they're leaving, coming out of another relationship, is the difference between your energy with them is that you did not bow down and let them treat you like a piece of meat, if I could use that term. You came through as much more powerful. You are the Queen of Wands, and I get that there's a lot of admiration from them to you. So they've got a soft, internal, mushy side, a very romantic side, but in their life, in their surroundings, in their environment, they are the Emperor. So they're wearing a mask. They've got a reputation to protect, let's say. So, and then yes, they're dealing with a partner that there was a lot of control from one person, control from another. So remember, King of Swords, Aquarius does speak to either communication. They could be communicating that to you, that they're possibly going through separation or divorce, or that if they haven't been communicating, they will come through with a lot of communication. They will be sort of returning, reciprocating where relationships are concerned between you and them. But remember that we've got, I get the King of Swords here, that there's an imbalance here, but they're trying to find their footing. That's what they're working towards. Finding someone who is their other half, that, you know, the Emperor obviously is looking for the Empress. They want someone who is their equal. Here I see many inequalities. And there were other reasons why they may have been in another relationship. Wow. Okay, that's powerful. Okay. Let's see what the possible future shows. What does the possible, I should say, future, near future. I want to say near future. I don't want to say distant future, okay? So let's see what the near future shows. On your side. We've got the King of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, usually a father. King of Pentacles is the minor arcana of the Emperor. All right. And we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is usually a third party. It's interesting because we've seen, so far, we've seen a Queen of Wands, generally in the reading. We've seen a King of Swords and a King of Pentacles. Interesting. And the High Priestess is usually the third person, but she's also someone who's got the wisdom and the knowledge and is very spiritually inclined. So I feel, because from what I see on your side, you're wanting someone that's stable, secure, long-term, someone who will be there, someone that will be a father for your children, someone who can support you financially, someone that you can depend on. Now, as I said before, remember how I said some of you may be in another marriage. King of Pentacles could be also someone that you are connected to. So some of you may share children, may have children, you may be parents. But the High Priestess, remember, is also a spiritual connection. High Priestess is she's very pure. She's very, it's Pisces, Virgo energy. She's sitting between the Devil and a King of Pentacles. So the Devil, which could be a Capricorn, some of you may be connected to a Capricorn. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter what the signs are. But this would be more a narcissistic relationship. It's a lot of hard work. There are a lot of fears, a lot of control, a lot of manipulation, a lot of a lack of a healthy connection as well. Maybe you have been in another marriage for a long time, but nevertheless, the King of Pentacles is usually very supportive. This could be who you are trying to manifest. This could be who you are seeking information on. But, and of course, the High Priestess is, she trusts her intuition. So what the near future shows is, yes, that there can be some revelations, but there still will be secrets. I mean, she's holding keys here. The keys speak to opportunities. Yes, of course, some of you may also hold wounds pertaining to your past, self-worth, or having been in a controlling, narcissistic, dark time in your life. It could be hard for you to trust that if you are if you're not on the same level, spiritually inclined and spiritually open, and you know, then you're not willing to be open. Of course, there will be opportunities for you here, second chances, where relationships are concerned, and a spiritual connection, of course. And I'm going to say also that money could also be in the mix, playing a very big role where this relationship is concerned, because we know that you may be seeing the person, you know, the apple of your eyes, the King of Pentacles, let's say. So you're wanting someone that's already mature, someone that can provide you with that security and that long-term stability, which is very Taurian, the King of Pentacles. And we are in the time of Taurus. Happy birthday, dear Taurus. It's almost Gemini season. So, you know, Taurus is about fixed or being fixated or needing the security. It's like you're dealing with someone that needs to have the, like, they need to see the proof, you know what I mean? Whereas you're inclined more to that spiritual connection, not so much the materialistic, even though that's a bonus, of course, always. I want to take one more card on the High Priestess, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So what's going on for you is that you need to trust, you need to keep the faith. What your perception and what your intuition is telling you is that you will have positive turn of events, endings from a difficult, blocked cycle of narcissism and hardships. And remember that the devil is like a leech, someone that will hook on you. You'll be hooked on them, and they'll be sucking the life out of you. Okay, whereas the King of Pentacles would be someone that you can depend on. So someone that you can lay your head on their shoulder. You can, this will be someone who will steer the ship for you. And also with the devil speaks to maturity. So some of you have needed to mature through challenges, through big challenges, and maybe also you needed to steer your own life. So some of you may have come out of other marriages and you're on your own and you've taken charge of your own life, and you're just waiting on someone that you can depend on or that you can share equally, right? I'm not saying that, you know, everything's going to be done by the other person. This is about giving and receiving. Equality means both people put in the effort, but there are very positive changes here with the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fate, Jupiter, which is now in Taurus. So Jupiter will be in Taurus for the next year until next May. Remember, we are not all on the same timeline. If you want a personal twin flame reading just like this one, then I do offer them on my website. You can tell me exactly which reading you liked, which twin flame reading you liked, and I can do it exactly the same. But the blessings will be coming in, and you know, the Jupiter, which is a 10, it turns into an ace, so endings and new beginnings. Obviously, there's lots of abundance. We do have 3 females here, which, I don't know, what I get from this is that you're going to be playing 3 different roles here, or you play 3 different roles in this person's life. So you're very multifaceted for this person, or you're willing to be, to fill in all their voids, you know what I mean, or all their desires. But 3 females, also 3 feminine figures here, can also possibly speak to, it reminds me of the 3 of Cups nevertheless, but also third parties. Now again, this could speak to a possible divorce, separation, because Jupiter does speak to segregation. Not only does it speak to coupling up and finding the right partner, but it also speaks to where there's been no truth, no justice, there will be separation. Right? But the fact that we've got a King of Pentacles here is a very positive thing. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on in the near future for them. What's happening here? We've got the 9 of Swords. So lots of stress and anxiety on their side. Right? I get that they're not sleeping at night. They're fantasizing about you. They are seriously fantasizing, and they want to connect with you. But I don't know why there are blockages. And maybe, remember, Saturn, Kronos, timing, possible legalities, divorce, possible also, because the Wheel of Fortune can also speak to physical distance. I mean, it's It's Jupiter, so it could speak to foreigners. We do have the Five of Pentacles here, which can also speak to people who come from different areas of the world. So different beliefs, a different place in the world. But yeah, they stress and they've got a lot of anxiety. They dream about you. They even possibly have nightmares. And they have the inability, let's say, to get to you. You know what I mean? I feel their desire. I feel it here in this card especially. And another thing is that they've got lots of issues. We do have the King of Swords, Nine of Swords. They possibly also feel a sense of jealousy. They're wondering, maybe they twist and turn at night, wondering if there's someone else in your life. So I get a sense of jealousy, even though they're not showing it. Remember, we've got Scorpio, and jealousy is a big theme with Scorpio. Envy. And we've got the Judgment card. They want a second chance with you. They want to resurrect this relationship. Oh my God. This is like Archangel Michael saying, it's time. They're going through some sort of a crisis, some sort of a judgment. They're needing to... And they haven't been living. Where romance and love is concerned, there's been nothing like that for them. They want a second chance. We've got two Scorpio cards. So they've been dealing with something karmic that they're purging from their life, no doubt. And it could also have to do with finances. Remember, Scorpio is money that comes from others. It could be the partner's money. So they may be splitting assets and things like that. That could be the case here as well. Let's see what's at the bottom. Oh my God, we've got the Tower, everyone. The Tower, and beneath that is the Five of Wands. We do have third parties, surely here. The Tower is an awakening. Someone's going to get caught out. What I get here is either someone's going through a Tower moment, so major changes are going on in their life. Remember, we've got Jupiter squaring over to Pluto, and then Mars is going to act and react and trigger the nodal axis. So fated events that will be very, very powerful will be playing out, which there'll be lots of moments of crisis. But we're needing to see the truth, right? There is a lot of pressure on Jupiter right now to give us the truth, to give us the wisdom, to possibly retrieve what's been hidden. Five of Wands is also possibly other parties, so being in another family situation, you know, where there's arguments and things like that because of third parties, right? Someone getting caught out, someone... this is like getting intimate and getting caught out, you know, being seen, or someone discovering something. You know, it's incredible because right now the energies are so much like that. So if there's something secretive going on, make sure that you're taking care and you're being careful. It's better, many times, dear friends, it's better to be truthful and open than getting discovered or uncovered in finding information off third parties, things like that. And that's when things become quite difficult. What's beneath that? And we've got the Queen of Swords here. Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, we know she's very much the Libran energy. Lots of Libra. She wants justice. She wants truth. She may be looking also into maybe spying. I don't know. Queen of Swords could be a partner. Their past partner, possibly. And you could be the Queen of Wands, possibly. Queen of Swords is like it's like a judgment call. It's like someone having decided, they're making a decision. What's the decision? For lots of changes, lots of shocking events, unexpected turn of events, which someone is not expecting here. The Tower is a shock, right? It is Uranus. But this could also be information that you're finding out about huge changes, or that someone's gone through an awakening, that your person, I don't know. So you could be communicating on another level. The Queen of Swords is communication, right? And we see, we also see in this picture that she's been doing some sort of magic and voodoo, and she's trying to control this person. We've got a masculine here that's wearing a uniform. We know the King of Swords usually wears a uniform. I suppose King of Pentacles, the Emperor, they wear a uniform. So this could be someone that's quite nasty, that they're dealing with from the past, that I don't know, they're trying to bring them in. They've discovered that there is another person. Maybe your person's partner has discovered that there is someone else in their life, which you could be, they're discovering about you, information about you. I'm wondering if that is the case. My goodness. My goodness. Let's take some cards. Let's see what's going on in this relationship. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, my dear friends. Let's take 3 cards. Energetically speaking, where is this relationship at this time? Usually these readings go for about a week, but of course they can be timeless. So you could be watching this, let's say, after a month, and it will be your story. So let's not get stuck on how long these readings last for. If there's even one message in here for you, that would be good. So let's see where this relationship is. Spirit, what is the potential? What's going on energetically? We've got community. We've got imprisonment. And we've got bad health. Bad health can also speak to like blockages. We see the imprisonment. It's like this relationship is trying to expand and grow and become free, but there's still blockages here. There is karma that's holding this, how can I say, the flourishing of this relationship. And we've got dark thoughts. We've got dark thoughts. Psychologically, we're feeling as though this is not going to bloom, this is not going to happen. Or there are other things that are blocking it at this time. We've got a 12, so it's a 3. We've got an 11, and then we've got a 4. 12, 11, and 4. Sorry, well, 3 and 11 is 14, and 4 is 18. The moon. Remember how I said that this new moon is going to be on Algol? That's exactly what this is showing me here, because this is a positive card. Now the community also speaks to your environment, other people, other situations that are sort of blocking, because it's not the right timing. There's still some karma here to be resolved. And there are dark thoughts. There are dark thoughts here. Let's take a peek, shall we? I love to do that. So we've got the Child and we've got the Lovers. So a possible new beginning. But occupation and work. Still work needs to be done. Or it's the occupation could also be what is blocking again this. But we've got the Lovers, and we also had the Lovers that fell out before, if you remember. So, and we've got a Child here, so possibly also that there is a choice that's being made here. The choice is either, I mean, what's more important, right? Their children, or this new beginning with you, or things to do with prosperity, because the occupation they could also be dealing with someone that they actually work with, which makes it even harder. Or that they just... at this time, they see this relationship, they want this new beginning, but they see it as practically impossible now. They've got other things that they're dealing with. Let's see what the Romance Angels has. Dear Spirit, what's going on in this relationship? What are the emotions? What is the potential? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. This is the potential, obviously, but engagement, it's a promise, doesn't have to be a ring. Let's see what else we've got. So we've got great potential here. This relationship, what is blocking it? What is the potential? Remember how I was talking about Juno, and it's like she's going to be closing up, culminating, right? We're going through difficult turns right now. At the end of the year, when Juno will retrograde in Virgo, it will be all about something that we dreamed about, something that we hoped and we envisioned, making it more practical, making it more real. And possibly also a purification of the relationship, which means getting rid of any dead weight and any blockages that have been carried. Flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. And remember also that mid-year, when Venus will be retrograding in Leo, that will be a very flirtatious, revisiting the past. A lot of very important things will be happening around mid-year where love is concerned. And Venus will be starting a brand new cycle. So let go of control issues. You see that there is some sort of control here. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. And what I get here is that you are more so inclined to be patient and to spiritually draw this relationship in. I feel that you've gone through some sort of an ascension, through a dark night of the soul. Obviously, the other person has already gone through a dark night of the soul. I think that they're at their last few steps with the Judgment card here. The Nine of Swords, they're thinking that the darkness will never end for them. Let's take one more card, please, Spirit. Thank you. One more. Romantic feelings. We've got romantic feelings, so your feelings are real and worth exploring here. Let go of control and just manifest through surrender, I'm going to say here, because remember that they may also be someone who's trying to this is someone who may be used to controlling others, but they know that they cannot control you. So it's like they're needing to see things from a different perspective. Like it's totally different. You are something totally different for them, that it's like the first time for them that they've come to sort of find someone that's their equal. So they feel that you are very powerful. They see you as the Queen of Wands, right? And maybe because they're coming through as the King of Swords, maybe they've tried to control and manipulate you, but possibly they've seen that that's not the case. That is not possible. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. So there are still very important decisions going on here. Let's continue. What's beneath a very soon? We've got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So this could speak to a secretive meeting as well. Okay, I just heard a door slamming shut. Someone is slamming the door shut and leaving a situation. And my left ear is buzzing. We're going to hear something. Let's see emotionally. I want to see 3 cards on your side and 3 on theirs. So, dear Spirit, let's see your side and then we'll see their side. Remember, this deck usually shows up what's in our subconscious, what we don't know sometimes. You know, our subconscious, we don't know that we're doing something. We don't know that we're reacting in a certain way. And our subconscious, we usually steer or turn the other way. We don't want to look into those dark depths, those fears that usually come up. They could be any sort of fears. Let's see what's going on with you. You've got the Muse, you've got the Purge, and you've got the Release. So you've been going through, it's like you've been taking off your rose-colored glasses, it looks like here. And again, Release is Scorpio. You've got 2 Scorpio cards here as well as Neptune. So it's like you're taking off those rose-colored glasses. You're ready to go deep and see what sort of blinders you've been holding on to. And of course, some of you may have been going through a Plutonian Scorpio, letting go of fears or anyone that's been controlling in your life, right? That's what I get with those cards. Let's look at the other person. Let's put the Emperor up here. Surrender, Pisces energy, contemplation, and look at the clouds. We've got a lot of clouded energies here, but also a lot of spiritual sacrificing as well. And we've got shadow work. So you see, they have been doing their shadow work. It's like they're still in the darkness, so because they cannot see, it's like they're sort of going with the flow. There's a lot of thought, and maybe with the shadow work, they're also not communicating what they're dealing with to you. You don't know what sort of shadow phase and darkness they've been going through. But they've got this, he's sitting on a, on a high point above the clouds, which means he's got the ability to see, possibly also he's been soul searching, but also has a higher view, let's say. It's like going, being on an airplane, being able to see the situation from a higher level. I want to take one more on that shadow work. We've got settling. So whoever was, whatever the darkness was pertaining to this person, whoever they were dealing with, which obviously took them into the shadows, made them look deeply, because they were in a situation, they stayed in a situation maybe where they surrendered everything, where they sacrificed everything, and they reached rock bottom. So I feel like they've been used and abused. Maybe they stayed because of a child. We've got the teddy bear here, which many times does remind me of innocence of children and things like that. Karmic partner. So you see, karmic partner means someone who's come into your life to be taught a lesson, right? So there's a purging. We've got like shadow work, the death card, release, purging. Something is being unveiled here, or purged, a karmic partner, so that the blooming, see, this is like a blockage, so that spring could come in. And spring does speak to romance and blooming and happiness, doesn't it? So the shadow here has been a karmic partner, or, and I'm going to say, many times people do stay together with their karmic partners, and they're taught heavy, they get taught heavy lessons. But here we've got letting go of control issues. whether this is from someone else or between the two of you, right? And just surrendering, releasing and surrendering. It's like leave it up to spirit. Let's see what the possible outcome. I want to take one card for you. Wow, okay. We've got the 9 of Cups on your side. Today I did the Messenger is here, and the outcome card was the 9 of Cups. So there is a possible wish fulfillment here. And we see all the abundance here on the table. I mean, this is, it's like you're feeling as though you're on cloud 9 here. A lot of romance, a get together, a very strong, romantic, abundant get together, turn of events. It could be a meeting as well. And this is what you're hoping for. This is possibly what's showing up for you. Let's look at them. And we've got Temperance. Temperance means healing. It means patience. It also speaks to divine timing. This person needs a little bit of time. But remember, Temperance also speaks to Jupiter. So waiting on spirit to tell them when it's possible for them to find their balance, right? To heal. And they need to trust. They're holding themselves back. They cannot wait, but they're waiting on the green light from spirit. And it is a major arcana card. So maybe physical distance also, because again, this is Sagittarius and Jupiter. Maybe they're waiting on the green light from spirit. Remember, you had the Wheel of Fortune. They've got Temperance. Both Jupiterian cards, and Jupiter is in Taurus right now. So maybe they're sending their wishes out to spirit. Who knows? With Temperance there, they're waiting on something nevertheless. Where am I going to put this? I'll put these here, and I want to see what's going on possibly in this relationship. I will take some messages, handwritten love messages here. So it's a time to explore romantic feelings. Let go of control. Who's sending a message, who's not sending a message. These are all forms of control. Love is to love someone purely from the heart. It's not about equality. It's not about 50-50. It could be 70-30. Less than that would be very one-sided, I would say. But, you know, changing roles. One person today may do the 70%, the other person 30%, and then swapping roles, which will bring a healthy balance. And that's what love is all about. Understanding the needs of your partner, serving them, and them serving you. It's not one-sided. Let's see what's going on in this relationship at this time. What is the potential here? We've got the clouds. This is the 7 of Cups. We've got the 7 of Swords. The thief is getting away. Third parties, and there's also dark thoughts here. With the mice, we see a mice here, and that is like something eating away at someone. It's deficiency. It's dark thoughts. It's negative thoughts. It's poisonous. Finances could also play a big role in the reading here. 2 sevens. Sevens speak to conflict, obviously. They are spiritual numbers. Let's see what else comes through. We do have third parties, but we've got the Star. Saved by the Star. The Star is heaven. It's our safe haven. It's our wish fulfillment. It is a number, obviously it's number 17, but it's also the High Priestess, and it's the Hermit. So what we will see, because this speaks to negativity, ill will, mal will, emotional turmoil, psychological turmoil and negative outcomes, but it's more so the thoughts, because remember it's the Seven of Swords. We're seeing things more negatively than what they actually are. And we've got the Hermit here, which the Hermit does speak to healing. So this negative imprisonment, bad health, or bad thought of an outcome, we will see the light, because it is the Hermit, and the star is something that is promised in the future, something that will be communicated through social media. The star could be a wish fulfillment at a physical distance. Aquarius is all about detaching and seeing things more clearly. It's doing things in a very different or crazy way. Remember that this is Uranus, and Uranus will bring positive changes when you least expect them. The star comes through, which I love. Thank God for that. And there's more to what things seem to be like now. There's more to what meets the eye. The pig is more materialistic. It's finances, it's physical, it's all these things. But we've got Venus, the goddess Venus. This is a very strong spiritual connection. It's a number 21, which speaks to the world, and the world is an accomplishment. This speaks to abundance, luck, awareness, spiritual enlightenment. All these words come through with this card. So 21, remember, is an ending to hardships as Venus prepares to be rebirthed. And actually, yes, we did have similarities in today's The Messenger is Here. So check that out if you have not. Some of you, yes, could be from different parts of the world, right? And physical distance is another issue here. But there is abundance and luck. Remember that Jupiter does bring luck, does bring the truth, where practical and physical love situations is concerned. Very good for money as well, and prosperity, you know, sort of getting grounded. And stability. Taurus does promise a lot of stability here. As long as we are standing in our truth, we don't stop believing, because Jupiter is also our beliefs. So yes, we may be going through challenges now. We've had dark clouds. They're sort of clearing here. Things being up in the air. Someone gets caught out here. Something gets seen, discovered. The thief is getting away, is like leaving a home. So it's like third parties ending as well. Why? Because they've been very unhealthy. Someone's been trying to pull the wool over your eyes, not telling you everything as it totally is. Could be your person, could be you hiding things. But also Seven of Cups does speak to opportunities for many doors opening if you are intelligent. Be smart, be patient, and know that what you're seeing now is not the true picture. There's more to this than meets the eye. There's more to this, says Spirit. Okay? All right, let's take some love messages, handwritten love messages. And thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and supporting us on Patreon. So if you like this reading, please let us know. We can repeat it, let's say, next week. It's a pretty good set out, and I always like to make changes. I don't like to, you know, I get bored easily. I get bored, I really do. That's probably my, I'm a double Virgo, mutable. I like change. Sort of keeps us on our toes, doesn't it? Let's take your emotions, your thoughts, your words spoken or unspoken, and then we'll see the other person, your person. If you won't or can't accept my life and my ways, then we're over. I can have any man or woman with a blink of an eye. That speaks to a lot of ego. So I don't know if you were dealing with another fixed sign, or, I mean, that's like a very controlling card, right? Six of Wands, someone that thinks that they're top-notch, someone who's very ego-centered, nevertheless. I want you like crazy. You are so hot. So there's a very strong sexual passion. And again, you know, the Six of Wands could be a little bit egotistical. Some of you may get angry and sort of, you know, think this way. But a love like ours will never pass, be mine. You want marriage. You want a long-term relationship. You've got 2 aces. Oh my God. I mean, that means new beginnings surely and possible success. All right. Let's look at your person. I really want to work on us. You are worth it. And that's the 8 of Pentacles. So we've got Earth here. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Remember the work card here. The occupation. As long as a decision has been made and the environment is ready for that seed to grow. Let's see what else they want you to know. Oh my God. I do apologize, but I'm married. I know you know. I know you know. I know I lied, but now you know. Some of you may have found this out a while back. Some of you may be finding out now. You mean the world to me. I want to take this journey with you, or I will take this journey towards you. So they are making a decision and they're deciding to come towards you. I want to take one more. You mean the world to me. I want this journey with you, or I will take this journey towards you. So again, physically being at a distance. I have so much on my plate. I don't know if I can offer you anything. I have been through a lot. So they've been through a lot. I want to take one last one on you. Forever yours. Oh my God, like forever yours. 10 of Cups. You want the whole fairy tale. Okay, so they're dealing with a lot right now. It's like they're asking you to be patient because they are dealing with issues here still, okay? But I know that there's going to be lots of, you know, we're going to have tower moments, as we said. It's going to be hot, cold. That's what I get with this card. So, my darling friends, I think we will leave it there. I want to thank you so much. Oh my God, I forgot to peek. I forgot to peek. We've got Scorpio here. They've gone through an ending, or you've gone through an ending, but it's not over. It's not over. There's a lot of passion. Fire creates, fire burns. This is like the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Or fire and air. Fire and air, remember, is hot, cold, which was just what I was talking about. So it can either burn or it can create. Right? There's the Two of Cups. Two of Cups, a lot of passion. So it's not only an emotional connection. It's also a very sexual connection. But there's been an ending because of the South Node in Scorpio. Or, remember, fire. A lot of fire can burn. And remember, I'm not reading reversals here. A lot of fire can burn, but can also create. Maybe because of a lot of frustration, there's been an ending, or someone's creating an ending, right? Because of a connection. There's the sick. There's the doctor. There's the bad health. So after bad health, after dark thoughts, or there was a union, or maybe I'm going to say this was an unhealthy agreement or union, which was created possibly because of because of fire. And what I mean by that is because of lovemaking, or because of someone's passion or desire. Or I mean, it's a very sexual card for me. A very sexual card. And we've got Scorpio fire here. So again, control, or something's burnt. Something's burnt out. It's like dead. Yeah, as I said, hot, cold, hot, cold. But remember that after an ending, there's a new beginning. Remember that this could possibly also be in the reverse. I don't know. I mean, the Two of Cups could be in the reverse because someone was in an unhealthy, unequal relationship. Take it as it resonates for you. I don't want to mix you up anymore. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Thank you, thank you. And I'm wishing you well on this new moon in Taurus. As I said, connect with us on Patreon. We'll be analyzing that today. And we've done Mercury retrograde there. We do also a lot of astrology, the month ahead astrology. Soon in the next week or so, we'll be also looking into June and into what's going on astrologically speaking. But you also get 12 on tier 1. You get 12 individual tarot readings, love readings for the month ahead. And we've done this recently, where we're not doing now extended readings on YouTube. We're doing only the elemental love, so fire, air, earth and water. And then for May we did for the 12 signs on a Patreon, love readings, right, for each sign. So, you know, through connecting on Patreon, being on tier 1, at least you get the 12 for the price of purchasing one of the extended that we used to do. So it does suit, and you know, we're sort of trying different things on and off. Anyway, my love to all of you, and thank you so much for connecting with me once more. As I said, probably next week we'll do a yes please. Hopefully Spirit will have us happy and healthy and able to continue on our journey. Don't speed, don't fight, don't use anything cutting, don't do any surgery if you can at this time. Mars is his blood, his ammunition, his guns, his knives, he's the scalpel, and he's going to be opposite Pluto. Hello, this is warlike energies. Don't get over optimistic, stay grounded, because Jupiter can make you see things so magically that you can win the world over. Stay grounded, take the good, take the bad with a grain of salt. Okay, and sort of lay low for the next week or so, my dear friends, as Mercury is going to start to pick up pace now and will bring in the news. That's all. I will be back. Maybe tomorrow, the day after. Love you all so much. Thank you, thank you.